Welcome to this video. In this video, I want to break down exactly how we took one of our clients to more than $100,000 a month in less than 90 days. The client is an info product client, and the goal with this video is to not turn it into a boring case study video, but instead kind of see it from your perspective. So basically just tell you what we did and then how you can do the exact same thing. Starting from both finding the clients, so making sure they have the right foundation, what to look for in great clients, also how to approach them, sell them the idea, how to structure the deal, and of course, whenever you've signed the deal, how to actually deliver a service that gets your clients results, okay? So I'm gonna take it from both like the understandment point of view from your side of things, because my only goal is that you actually understand this. I'm not gonna give you a magic script or anything. My goal is for you to understand everything that we did, because if you understand something, it is way easier for you to actually go out and sell it yourself and do the things that we did, okay? So this is not going to be like a fancy video. If you want to actually learn something, then I want you to watch this video till the end, okay? I'm going to share all numbers. As you can see the numbers on screen here, I'm going to go through them in a bit. And then basically what I want to go through in this video is basically just what clients to look for and how to structure your approach, how to pitch, package, and sell your service, understand and deliver the service, and then a little breakdown of a positive feedback loop that you'll see yourself enter if you just follow everything that I do in this video, okay? So let's just, before we dive into anything, here's the client breakdown, all the numbers. $108,000 in revenue. We spent 9.5K on ad spend. Then in their sales team, there is a closer, which is a sales guy, and there's an appointment setter who books in the meetings. And in total, we paid them 15%. With the ad spend and the appointment setter and everything, we booked 180 sales calls with a 50% show up rate, 26% closing rate, and $97 for hosting the entire funnel, email flow, dialing, all of these things on systemscaling.online, which left the client with $82,000 in profit. And me and my partner Jeppe have a 30% profit share in their business, which left us with about $24,000. Okay, so those are the exact numbers for this client. These numbers are for the month of February. I'm recording this video in March, so March isn't finished yet, but these are the numbers, okay? So I'm gonna explain basically everything that goes into creating numbers like these, what kind of service goes into it, but also what clients are actually capable of hitting these numbers in a fairly fast time frame, okay? So let's just dive into what clients to look for and how to structure your approach. I basically just looked at this client and also my own kind of like foundations for my own info product, and then I just broke it down into the most essential things that you should look for in an info product client, because the client that we scaled, if I haven't said it already, is a high ticket info product, a digital product in the biz opt niche, okay? So this was their foundation and what we looked for before actually pitching them a deal. Because as you probably noticed, we have 30% profit share, which means that we don't get paid a monthly retainer. We are only paid on how well we do it, okay? And in some coincidences, like this one, it's the best thing to do. In others, you want to get a monthly retainer to cover your expenses and these kind of things, okay? So here are the main things that I want you to look for in a new client. First of all, their foundations, okay? Their current audience, current setup, and current state of business. So these are particularly the things that I want you to look for. Their profile setup on Instagram, LinkedIn, and basically just whatever profile or social media platform they are the most active on. And basically just pin post, do they know what they're doing? Visual identity, do they have a clear content strategy? And are they posting frequently? If yes, then they probably have an agency on board already. If no, and they still have other things in place, then they're a really good client, okay? Look at what platforms they're active on. Maybe they have a bad Instagram with not a lot of followers, but maybe they have a lot of followers on LinkedIn, which is good, because then we know that they actually have some knowledge that people want to follow for, and that they've been in the game for a long time, which makes them a perfect info product client. Look at their followers and engagement. A lot of people have fake followers, bad engagement. That can be tough if you go to a client and think, oh, they have 100K followers. So please look the followers through, look at the engagement, and then you should be good. Also, look at their current customer journey and touch points. So if you can see it's a coach with an already existing product, then check the link out in their bio, see if you can find the price of the product, and kind of see how they run their business as of now. Because 90% of coaches have no idea what they're doing, which gives you a lot of authority whenever you highlight these problems or pain points that the coach have in their business. We'll get into that, okay? If you can find out how much they're doing in revenue, maybe you have a call with them, whatever. I'll also show how to approach a call, how to structure the calls and everything, okay? Then this one is very, very important before starting a partnership with a coach. Do they have proof of concept? Do they have happy clients? Is there people willing and able out there to pay for this coach's product? And if they paid for the product, do they actually get good results? Because in the end, product is everything if you want to scale. This client that we scaled has an amazing product that we created for them that fit perfectly well with their good audience already, and now the students and the clients of our client is getting great results, and now we're in this positive feedback loop with people buying a high ticket product. They are very committed, they get great results, and then the word of mouth and testimonials, trust pilots, student interviews kind of like runs its own thing, right? And we can use all of these testimonials on landing pages, in videos, in content, these things, okay? So look for this in a client. Also look at their current offer. A lot of coaches that you'll find only sells their time, which means that they just sell one-on-one coaching. They sell their hours. That is tough for you if you come in as a growth partner and an agency, because there's not a lot of scalability. There's only a certain amount of hours in a day where a coach can work and coach these people. So what I want you to do is just be good at enabling and doing some more in terms of when it comes to tweaking the offer. So maybe we should take the one-on-one coaching, lower it a bit, but then add in a video course with the most common questions in the one-on-one coaching. Maybe do group calls instead of one-on-one if it makes sense. Create a community, maybe have up and down sells such as masterminds, physical events, whatever it is. So be good at tweaking the offer and these kind of things. That is very important. Does the value and price match? Important, of course. And then just focus on finding a middle point. Good scalability while still keeping good deliverables and good student results. Never ever back down or like not focus on student results. Those are the most important things, okay? Also, if you have the opportunity, see if you can find the current bottlenecks and pain points in their current business. Look at how they acquire clients now. Understand that if they knew how to acquire clients on autopilot through social media, they would have done it already, okay? So this means that literally 95% of coaches and experts, people with an audience out there, they have no idea how to actually run things. So I'll show you in a minute the service here that we use. But before we do so, whenever you found the right prospect that I just went over, good foundations, good profile, already has a good offer. They have a good testimonials. They have a good proof of concept. They have these things in place. And now it's basically just up to you to make sure that they trust you so that you can actually work with them as a growth partner. So the goal with your outreach or approach is simply just to get people on a call, right? We have to understand that it's now two strangers. It is you with your Instagram profile, LinkedIn, email, whatever, reaching out to a stranger. And the goal for you now is just to get this stranger to trust you so that they hop on a call with you. The way that I always do it is that I focus on giving value first. The best way to build authority and build a conversation is by giving something of value first, because then the client will automatically look up to you like, damn, this guy is smart, right? So that is why I want you to look at their profile, look at their foundations, look at their customer journey, look at their product, and then give the client some positive, very important, positive feedback and value in the first message that you reach out to them. That is very important, because we have to understand, as I just said before, if people knew how to set up and sell high-ticket, well-made products online on autopilot, they would have done it themselves, right? So right now, a coach only doing one-on-one coaching, that is the way that they see the world and believe to be the only way that they can scale a coaching business, which is very, very true. But that is the way that they believe it, and that is very important that we respect and understand that that is how they see the world, okay? Because their paradigm and perspective upon the coaching space is a lot different from yours and mine, right? Like, we understand that you can sell video courses, communities, masterminds, group coaching, whereas they believe that the only way to scale a coaching business is word of mouth, going to events. That Instagram app is just for family and friends, right? No one would buy something from Instagram. That is very wrong. So it is your job to inform them about this new possibility, highlight the opportunities, that is kind of linked to running a high-ticket product and using social media to scale it, and then sell them on the idea that they can help a ton of people while you take care of acquiring the client. So the coach basically just do what they love to do, which is to coach, and you take care of the client acquisition side of things. Okay? And none of this can be possible if the client doesn't trust you. Okay? I have a large authority due to my own Instagram profile and my own cases. That is how I signed this client. Because I have my own coaching program, which is doing pretty well. I have my own cases from my agency, and I have a large following on Instagram with very good content, a lot of credibility, a lot of student results. So that is how I build trust. You have to build trust in another way, right? Focus on value first, highlight your authority, and reach out to people in a personalized, good way so that they can actually believe this is a real human being that wants the best for me, okay? So we want to emphasize on the value and the service that we can bring to the table, which is the entire customer journey. That is the thing that we as an agency will take care of, and all they need to do is focus on coaching, delivering the product, okay? So that is how I want you to go about your approach. Focus on value first, understand that people buy from people, and we only buy from people that we trust. So that is the main takeaway that I want you to understand from your approach. This is here now how to pitch, package, and sell your service. So hopefully based on the approach of trusting you, giving them value, giving them information about these possibilities that there is, highlighting what you can do for them and help them, they hopefully want to go on a call with you. What I want you to do is set up a discovery call, because it's very hard to pitch a person something when you don't know what they need. That is also a key take. What I want you to take away from this video is that I see a lot of people pitch up front. How can you pitch something up front to a person where you don't know their problems, their needs, current situation, and you don't know the way that they think or behave, right? It's almost impossible that you'll have something that you can just pitch to everyone and everyone will be like, take my money. That you can't do that in the beginning. Once you get cases and you learn your audience better, you learn your niche better, then you can do these kind of things, but not in the beginning, okay? So that is why I always tell my students, and that is why I always structure my own sales process with a discovery call, because we need to learn everything about them and their business in order to create the perfect offer and service that solves their unique problems and fulfills their unique dreams. Because that is, ladies and gentlemen, the perfect offer. The perfect offer is the thing that is designed and tailored around that unique clients, their problems, and the place they want to go with their business. If you can structure an offer that solves the problem and takes them towards their dream destination within their business, then they will almost every single time buy from you, okay? Here's a checklist. I'm not going to go through it. Here's a checklist on what you want to ask the client about in the discovery call. Okay, so mainly it's just current situation, what they struggle with, their desired situation, and make sure that you write down all of the problems that they face in their business, okay? And then what I want you to do after that discovery call is that I want you to invite them for a second call, where you present your agency service and your solution based on everything that you learned on this discovery call, okay? In 99% of the time, no matter how the discovery call went, your offer should save people time, make them more money, and streamline their business more. That is the only things that people pay for in this world, because these are the things that removes pain. People don't have time, they pay someone to take care of something. People don't make enough money, they buy the knowledge or a service from someone that can make them more money. So it's not astrophysics most of the time, it is just the way how you frame it. And this is very important that you have to understand, is that every single method or vehicle out there, whether it is email marketing, ads, content, building a landing page, hiring an appointment setter, all of these agency service can be framed as the right solution to the exact same problem, right? So let's say that our client says this: I'm not booking enough meetings with qualified prospects for my coaching business. That is the biggest pain point that I as a client have in my business as of now. Then there'll be 3 different agencies. One email marketing agency will of course say, well, the reason why you're not booking enough meetings is because you don't do email. A content agency will come and say, hey, it's because you don't do content. You're missing out, right? Or a paid ads agency, an SMMA, will say, it's because you're not running ads. What are you doing? Of course you're not booking meetings. So it is now the client that has the same exact problem that is now have to take a decision on which person and service do I trust the most. And the key word there is trust, right? The main thing is that you try to differentiate yourself from all other agencies, and the only way to do so is by building authority through your acquisition process. You have to build trust, you have to build authority, you have to build a very, very good impression with these people. And the way that you can do that is by either, like me, have a personal brand, or what I did before I didn't have a personal brand is that I focused on value, informing the clients about their pain points and how their business could be better, and then building trust, be very personal with them. Because in the end, the client will not pick the person that has the best service. The client will go with the person where they trust the person the most. Because every single customer journey, when it comes to online products, services, and etc., is that there is a problem, and then you trust a person, and then you trust the person's vehicle. You don't trust the vehicle before the person. You don't trust email marketing and then find a stranger to run it, right? You trust the person, and that is important for you to understand. If you can adapt that mindset into your outreach, sales calls, your content, your processes, then I promise you, you will make way more money and get way better clients because you understand basic human communication, okay? So now that we've sold them, we of course sold them because our offer was really good. It was tailored around their problems. Now we can actually start providing services, okay? So these are the services that we provide and offer for the client that I just showed you, the client that we took $200,000 a month, okay? And I want to break them down one by one and how they play a role in the customer journey. So bear with me, it might be a bit boring, but it's very important for you to understand because none of these services, there isn't one of these services that is hard to deliver, right? But when you put them all together, it works crazy well. And most of the time it's just a one-time setup and then the service actually runs. So we have to understand that before we start delivering service, we have to make sure that the offer is good. And we always make sure that we help the client with creating the offer or tweaking their current offer so that it's better, okay? Understand, offer must have product market fit. People must be willing and able to pay for this. Nothing else matters, okay? Are people willing and able to pay? If yes, scale, okay? Focus on scalability, focus on leverage. So instead of just selling one-on-one coaching, find levers which you can pull that gives leverage. A video course, community, group calls, masterminds, these things, okay? And then use the client's existing audience and existing customers for data and feedback to take the best possible decision, okay? So if they now have 50 one-on-one coaching clients, interview 10 of them in terms of what would your dream product look like if you were to be a part of a community? Or what would your dream video course look like if you were to go through a video course? Because then we can literally just ask our current audience and customers what they love about our existing service and what could have been better, okay? Very important. Then what we always do is that we run ads. No matter the client, we always run ads because it is predictable traffic. Yes, you can post content on YouTube and Reels, TikToks, but it's always fingers crossed. Maybe this video performs well, maybe it goes viral. We don't like that. Our business is built on predictability, okay? We know every time we put $1 into ads, more dollars comes out the other end, okay? That is the system that you want to build. So just focus on messaging and attracting the right audience. I see the paid ad space evolve into just focus on the creative, which is the image or video that you run, and then have a really good copy. Because Meta, Facebook, and Instagram have so much customer data now that targeting doesn't really matter, okay? That is my take on it. And we have to understand that the paid ads that we run is a short-term return on investment, right? We put $1 in today and we get $4 out tomorrow maybe. So that is very short-term. That is what keeps the business running, alive, and making sure that we're scaling. Then we of course also deliver scripts and edits for short-form content and also long-form videos on YouTube. Depending on the client and the audience, we sometimes also use other platforms, but Instagram is always our main go-to platform. What content does is that it builds trust and an audience to basically for the paid ads, right? So the paid ads, we send it to a landing page or we send it to the Instagram. All of the new people comes in and then they see the content that builds trust. It can be like head talk videos focused on value, these kind of things. And then what it does is that it builds trust with your coach, right? Because all of the content portrays your client as the expert in their given field. So it works super well and it's a long-term return on investment, right? Us posting a YouTube video and 5 Instagram Reels isn't gonna make us any money now. But if we do it continuously, every single week or day or month, upload, more paid ads, upload, audience grows, we build a brand, we build trust, we build authority, and then in 3 to 6 months, we are very happy about this one activity right here, which is content, okay? Then what we do is that we also place and train an appointment setter to book qualified meetings. It's basically just a person that we place on our client's Instagram account, and then they take care of all conversations, making sure that we're booking in the right prospects for a sales call. In this coincidence, the client already had a salesperson involved. So what we did was that we just trained that person even more. We looked at their calls, we looked at reviewed it, we looked at the way that they pitched, framed, these kind of things, so to make sure that the people that were on these sales calls had a great experience and we were maximizing the closing rate. Then what we always do, consult and help them with their Instagram. Instagram stories is very, very powerful. Having the right pinned videos and post are very, very powerful. And of course also their bio. So we consult them and basically just how to run the 90 to 10 ratio. 90% of the time we give value, we build trust, we highlight student results, and 10% of the time we hard sell, okay? And then we also consult with like polls for the appointment setter. So we run question and answer polls on Instagram. What kind of lifestyle post and pictures to focus upon, student results and call to actions. That is how we help the client with their Instagram profile. Then last but not least, we built their landing page, wrote their email sequence and scripted their video sales letter. Everything that we focus on is just how many people that we are sending from the ads into the video sales letter, how many people are actually giving their email and phone number in order to watch the video, how many people are actually watching the video till the end, and how many people are booking in a sales call. Only 3 metrics that we look at, okay? With the email campaigns and flow, once you've written an email flow, it outlives you and will run forever, which is cool. Email campaigns, we do 4 a month, nothing crazy there. And then it's just all about, with this is again, collecting customer information. That is just the main takeaway here. And the positive feedback loop is that now that you've done all of these things, you've found a good prospect, you built trust with them, you've sold them your service on a 2-call close, you've delivered them a great service that takes care of the entire customer journey, you will now also, like me, get a really, really good case study, and now you'll find yourself in what I call the positive feedback loop, is that you got the conviction of finding the client, signing them and delivering the service. And now because you got a case study, you can now go out and sell to higher and better clients where you can charge more money or a higher performance fee. And you can just continue to do so until you work with Andrew Tate or whatever, right? You get the point. So that is it for this video. I hope you learned something on how I scaled the client. I kind of like took it from a holistic and helicopter perspective view here, and then basically just all we did from signing them, pitching them, delivering a service, and now kind of like the future outlook on the positive feedback loop and these kind of things. So I really, really hope that you learned something. Scaling info products shouldn't be that hard in my opinion. It's just all about putting the right services in place where it makes sense, and then finding the right people, build them a good product that people wants to pay for. And then it's just all about how many people can we show this product to, how many people can we help. And that is the coolest thing in the world. So I hope that you learned something. Again, please give some feedback below this video. And other than that, drop a subscribe if you want to learn about my own coaching program, Short Form Society. There's a link in bio. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.